Hello, in this video we will be factoring trinomials in standard form. This is standard form with a, that means the number in front of the x squared being equal to a using an algebraic method. We will start with the problem on the left. Okay. We will start by looking at the formula on the top right hand side. As you guys can see, this right here is the formula. We will be using letter A, B, and C placed in the pound sign, and in doing so we will be able to factor. Okay, let's start with the first letter, which is A. In this case, A is the letter in front of the x squared. In our problem, we said that A was going to be 1, and that means that there's no number there, or there could be a 1. Most likely they will not be a number. That means in this case, A is equal to 1. The next number that we want to get is this is B equal to 6, just as it is listed in the formula. And the last number is equal to C. In this case, C equals to 8. As you can see in the formula, C would be the number by itself. So A is 1, B is 6, and C is equal to 8. Once we have that, we're going to be placing the numbers accordingly. In the first space, we will be putting A. A, we said, was equal to 1. On the middle space, we will be placing C. C is equal to 8. And on the last one, we will be multiplying A times C. So 1 times 8 would give us 8. B will come into play in a little bit. So now that we have that, we are going to try to fill this column first, the right column. In order to do that, we need to find two numbers, number 1 and number 2. And those two numbers, when we multiply those two numbers, they will multiply to 8. At the same time, those two numbers will add up to B, in this case 6. Let's see, what two numbers multiply to 8? I know that 1 times 8 gives me 8. If I add those or subtract, adding them gives me 9, subtracting them gives me 7. That is not equal to 6. I need to look for a different combination. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 and 4, if I add them up, that gives me 6. That's exactly what I want. So that means I'm going to put 2 and 4. Just to double check, 4 times 2 will give me 8. So that works out. Once we find that combination, now we have to look at the column on the right hand side. We're going to be filling those two blanks in. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to 1. We're looking for whole numbers. That means that we are going to get 1 times 1 gives us 1. Now that we have both columns, the left and the right, filled in, we will be finding this number. In order to do that, we need to find the number here that when we multiply it with 1, it will give us 2. So 1 times 2 is equal to 2. So that one's correct. We will be doing the same thing at the bottom. 1 times 4 is equal to 4. Just to be sure, I will multiply these two numbers, 2 times 4, and that one should be equal to 8. It works out. Now that we have obtained the combination, we have to get the factors. So the first factor would be this right here will give us a factor. And the second factor would be using those two numbers. Okay, factor number 1, x plus 2. Where did I get that x? You always have to put a letter in front of that number for you to get the factors. And then for the purple one, also put an x there, and we get x plus 4. And this would be the answer, x plus 2 times x plus 4.